Hey guys, it's Jaden and welcome back. Today we're talking about the Expanse Season 5, Episode 7, Oyedeng. Good. Oyedeng? It's going to be on the screen. That's just pretty much what's going to be happening. This is easily a no recap react review, so obviously I'm going to be talking about spoilers, and I just want you to think. If you haven't watched the episode, you probably should, because I got intense spoilers to talk about here. Let's just get into this, bitch, because I have some feelings. Excite me. I'm feeling a particular type of way. So I did go look up what Oyedena is, because I wasn't about to get screwed over with Gagamela. However, kind of did, because guess what? It's not even a word from, our world. It's a word from actually the Expanse's world. So Oyedena means farewell, goodbye. And you know what? This is it. And here's the thing. I feel like this episode was really ramped up. It was here. It was really just like, are we going to fight for Philip's future? And that's what we're going to fight for, right? Because I think that was just the entirety of it. Because this was a Naomi-focused episode with an occasional Alex, with an occasional Holden. Before we go really into that, I think something that is really weird that feels like it really got glossed over is, where the hell's Peter Burke? Did Peter Burke really steal the ships? Did he not? I feel like we never really got that confirmation. I guess it was a subtle confirmation, the fact that, they took out the I do not remember what the name of that the speed ship is called. I'm gonna call it the Roadster. They took out the Roadster and essentially found him giving away the ships to the Free Navy, and maybe that was our clue right there. But I feel like that was just a missed opportunity in itself, not to really expand. I'm good at this. Expand on the Martian era of it, or the Martian side of it. I don't know. I really, again, haven't read the books. Maybe it's more in detail, or maybe they don't really talk about it in the books. But either way, I feel like it's a missed opportunity not to depict just a couple scenes, just about okay, let's figure out who's the top of the game. Because the truth is, we never really knew if Peter Burke was really behind it. I'm calling him Peter Burke because the dude's from White Collar. I know he has a real name. I do not remember his real name, and I was not about to look it up, so I really don't care. Moving along, let's get into this whole situation, because obviously Holden is looking for Naomi, and that is that. And it's weird because he knows that she's out here. He's also looking for the Zemia because he really needs that proto-molecule. And I think that Bull and Camera Lady, because I do not remember her name, Camera Lady are essentially playing a part where they're okay, they have to manage his emotions, essentially. Because it's weird, because the show's kind of setting Holden up to be the next Fred Johnson, even though from that conversation with Bull, where they really delved into Fred Johnson really believed in the Belter cause. And Bull is just bullshit. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. And I started to realize at that point, it's just okay, so there are some Belters who don't like Fred Johnson. There are obviously some Earthers who don't like Fred Johnson, but even his closest ally was just nah, that wasn't Fred's way. And it's weird how this man is really just his motives are still being questioned even after he is dead. Because Fred Johnson, though, throughout the entirety of the series, has been a questionable figure. I didn't trust Fred Johnson, and basically in the end, you realize this man is actually a good guy. This man is actually the person he's been saying he's going to be. But I personally thought he was, one, too good to be true, and two, had his own particular motives, because that is the appearance that he gives off completely. You never knew exactly what was on Fred Johnson's mind. You never knew what he was going to do. And plus, the way they hyped up Fred Johnson, for him to be depicted, it was really just he was this mysterious leader. And I would say to some extent, they kind of did the same thing with Marco, but now we know Marco's a dickhead, so it's not even really the same. So I just think it's weird that Bull and just Camera Lady really do have to tamper down the expectations that that Holden is having. But they do end up catching up to the Zemia, and it was a great, well-deserved firefight. I don't know what it is. It's something so simple, but because the way that you pretty much fight in the Earth's atmosphere. It's not gonna work. You know this isn't Star Trek, so like you're not getting blast or beam, phase or anything like that. You're getting just like science. I don't know. It's just weird like watching their fights because it really just feels like science. It's just like they're literally just using inertia and gravity and like whatever fucking other chemical. Boy, what are you doing? Fuck. Any particular type of like physics or anything like that. So it's, I don't know, just very interesting to watch that firefight. I enjoyed the fuck out of it. But for the Zamiya to blow up, now I'm questioning my own motives. I'm questioning why. Was the protomolecule on the Zamiya? Did the Zamiya end up transferring off? I'm pretty sure Marco already knew that Holden was going after Zamiya in general. So like, there's just so much to really unpack there that we just don't have answers to. So that is what it is. But we also know that Alex and Bobby were given that whole thing from Avasarala being like, you did good, get back home. But then Holden said, I need you to find Naomi. I need you to keep track of these ships. And I'm just like, damn, we really are getting close to Alex dying. Why are you leaving Alex out here in the cold? I mean, let him go home. Let him live his life. Damn, James, like, can we, boy, acting like War and Peace. Just burning up people's relationships. Speaking of relationships, this has been an episode that is a little wild. We got a little teaser, a lot of in-depth analysis. Like I said earlier, this has been really just a battle for Philip's soul. And Naomi has really just been very forthcoming and being like, no, I want my son. That's pretty much it. I came here to basically keep him away from you. I lost him once. I'm not going to do it again. And it's a little testy because Marco basically comes in and releases her, right? And that's cool. But they're basically, I don't know why, I wrote down flighting, right? Why the fuck, I've been playing too much Valhalla, but like, why the fuck, I ain't flighting. They're basically reading each other for shit. And I'll be honest, I think Naomi, this episode, has been cutting people left and right? Because she's really been talking to people's core. She's really been being like, you know that Philip will leave you if he knew exactly what you are. You are exactly what I've been saying. He will find out and you will lose him, and that's it. Like, cut his ass to the core. However, Marco kind of hit back, but it just, I don't know. Naomi said, I'm gonna make every single man that was in my past life, in my current life, I'm gonna make them all cry. That's what I was seeing. And the only one who really cried was Philip, because Philip just started realizing, like, you know, we all know that Philip has a mommy story, but like, after Naomi really told the story of, hey, your dad took you away, and I had no idea where you were, and I just couldn't take it. I almost killed myself. I was like, Naomi, what? I mean, like, but seriously, I was really just sitting there just like, oh my God, I can't believe she almost did this, right? And then as she backed up and she chose to sit there and fight, it was like, what's the point of her dying? Like, Philip is still gonna be raised by Marco, so she chose herself. Cool, love that for her. And I think that really hit something home with Philip. However, I don't know if it hit enough, you know? However, I will say, moving to Sin really just not really trusting her. They're having that whole reminiscing, and to find out that Sin basically saw her almost kill herself on the night that she almost did, oh my God. And then to find out also that he's the one who took Philip in the first place. I just sat there just like, oh, baby. Oh. No. Like, he was like her closest ally, her closest friend. He took her baby from her. I felt a particular way. I was just watching like, oh my God, I can't believe he did that. And wait, did he cry too? I lied. Sin cried also. And then basically, you know, Marco and Philip were actually having a cool conversation, and that was an interesting, like, little challenge, because I think that Philip is really feeling the type of way about it. But I thought that he had lost Philip right there for basically denying him the opportunity to prove himself, right? And then he was like, well, you're my heir, yada, yada, yada. I was like, I don't know what was happening there, to be honest. Maybe it deserves a rewatch, but the writing in that instance was a tad clunky because I was confused how it went from a transition of Marco calling you nothing, you're nothing without me, you're nothing, you're nothing, basically. That's Marco's tagline. You're nothing without me. You know, he is just that man. He is an abuser, manipulative. He is trash, right? Utter trash. Put him in a shoot, please. But Philip is just like, then they turns it around and Philip's like, oh my God, Philip. I'm like, boy, what? What happened? I don't know what happened. But somehow that basically works. And after the whole conversations that they've all had with each other, they basically turn away on Naomi, basically saying they're going to use the Chatawagga to, I do not know if that's the name of the ship, but I'm really confident. The Chatawagga to lure out Holden, yada, yada, yada. I don't really care about all that. But then, like, it's really the fact of that I'm questioning, like, what is really happening at this moment? Because I was really confused. Like, I'm just confused as to why Sin and Philip would choose to stay. I'm really confused as to, like, what transitioned Philip, really, because I really feel like Philip was starting to realize, like, no, his dad's a dictator. And I just truly do believe that he understands that he's afraid of his father. But they don't realize that Marco's also afraid of being alone. So he uses, his gift of gab and all his bullshit to literally get people to be under his thumb. Which, I mean, it works for him, right? It really works for him. And obviously there's something they're planning at the gate. I don't know what it is, but I saw that image. I caught that. I clocked it. I saw it. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but there's something's happening. But I realized that Naomi just got to this point, and when she was sitting there having that parallel back to the day that she almost committed suicide again, I really just started thinking, it's like, yeah, she had enough. I thought she was going to die. I thought she was really going to kill herself, right? I don't even know if she's alive. But I'm pretty sure that was like an adrenaline or oxygen or something like that into her blood so she can make it to the ship, because it don't make no sense. Also, I'm pretty sure Sin is dead because... What? Just confused. Also, I don't understand the science aspect of like her jumping across the ship. There's so much confusion on that scene. It was beautiful. Beautifully shot. Great stuff. And I realized why Naomi did what she did, because it was a whole situation of like, I'm done. You've made your choice. You've made your side. I can't protect you. I can't save you. I've made my decision. Shout out to the fact that she rescued herself. I've been saying a long time that it was going to be Holden, or it was going to be, what's it called? My guy, or Drummer, or Alex. I was like, she saved herself. I mean, she's not much of a fighter, but she's a thinker, right? So where do we go from here? Not gonna lie, I really just want to see more scenes of Avasarala, but it doesn't seem like we're really gonna get that. I keep thinking that we're about to get those scenes, but maybe she's really played her part and she's played all that she can pretty much do. So everything that's going forward is going to be necessarily about really, how do we stop Marco? What is Marco's plan for the gate? What is his Free Navy situation? How is James Holden going to miraculously save the universe once again? Are we going to prosecute Peter Burke when we're done? I mean, there's so many good questions and there's so many answers that I just don't have. However, I'm here. I'm watching. I'm here with you. So I think, though, that Philip is going to make a change of heart in the last one. I just don't think that we're going to go this whole entire season learning who Philip is and whatever, and him not to like actually turn on his father. It just doesn't make any sense. I think he obviously knows who his father is and what his father is capable of, but he is afraid and cannot do anything because he's a child, right? Yeah, I don't know. Peaches and Amos, I hope they're doing good. Like, I hope they're doing good. But we out here in the dark and we confused because I don't know where we go from here. But obviously this is a faster episode. And whatever is in this episode is obviously going to lead into the next, because like everything else. But I want to know if she's alive. I'm guessing she's alive because I'm pretty sure it was oxygen. But whatever. That's my point. That's my video. That's my whole entire talk today. Yes, if you've made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Let's have a conversation in the comments because I really want to talk about it. I like this show a lot. What's going to be my next one? I don't know. Maybe it's WandaVision. I'm not going to set myself up for failure. Maybe it's WandaVision. you know, I don't know. We'll see. What's life? Thank you so much for watching. I really want to talk to y'all later.